Oh fuck. Well,
I was like, why didn't you turn the light? It's like off. Oh, the webcam will adjust. Yeah, that's fine. It'll adjust. There, it's adjusted. Well,
this looks way better.
well,
Maybe we just had
well, well.
Maybe we just had shitty lighting.
Fighting rules, baby. Fighting rules.
Maybe we just had shitty lighting the whole time.
Maybe. But let me tell you this right now, bro.
Oh.
We gonna start this off. We're gonna start this off with.
There we go.
You know, NFL draft happened, right?
Oh yeah.
The first round. The first round happened.
Wait. Let's start off with this.
Can you hear? Is the sound on?
Yeah.
Make sure the sound is on.
All right. Thoughts, bro. What do you think?
Listen, I don't want to say anything bad. I respect you guys, but
bro, look at Carlos's fucking head. Remember he's like, you used to bully me when I was little. How could I not, bro?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's bully worthy.
Fucking Seabass. Look at that, bro. He had that bully guy haircut.
Oh hell no. Was this? No, this was here, huh? In Texas?
Yes, this was 2003. Look at Rose.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
Bug Eyes?
Wow.
His brother?
Yeah. Wow, bro.
These are my cousins that are coming.
Right.
Rico Juice, the rapper?
Right.
He's the only one in jean jacket. George?
Oh my goodness. That's George?
It's George.
That fool don't look like me.
Nah, not at that time.
Definitely not at that time.
Yo!
You,
I grew
bro.
into my ears, bro. Look at Mondo, though. He looks like a little fucking Andrew Schultz.
Dude, he looks insane. He looks like he's up to no good, bro.
He was up to no good.
Dude, this does look better, but I swear it's because of the light, like you said.
Maybe it was just the lighting. How
we should have low key been just using this the whole time.
Yeah,
we fucked up.
So this whole time
the lighting is way better now.
This whole time I was like, yo, our fucking camera sucks, bro.
Well, I mean, it's 720, I'm pretty sure. I don't even think it's 1080p, but it may be 1080p. Honestly, I don't know. I can't tell. No, there's no way it's 1080p. This has got to be 720.
720. It's not bad though.
Yeah, it looks good. It's way better with the light.
Yeah.
No, y'all look awesome, man. That's a beautiful family.
No, yeah, it's just.
He showed a family portrait.
Yeah, it was like me and all our cousins, but obviously some are missing because they weren't born yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's cool, man. It's cool to look back at that shit, bro. I've been trying to. Do you have like a family album of your own? Or do your parents have a family album?
Of who?
Like actual, like of your family, like an actual.
Like me and my brothers,
Yeah, and your family, cousin, extended family, and all that stuff.
None of them, just me.
Yeah, just of you?
Yeah.
It kind of makes sense, bro.
It's because I was the oldest and I was alone for 7 years.
You were the first, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Everybody else gets the shit into the stick, kind of.
Yeah, I know.
That's kind of funny, but yeah, I mean that's just the dynamic of it.
Oh, okay.
That's just the dynamic of family, man. Whenever you are the firstborn of the family, like you get special treatment, bro, in the beginning initially, because like they've never had a kid before, so they're in love with the idea, and naturally, most of the time they want to spoil you, bro. They want to spoil you and give you things, and just that's just kind of naturally, instinctively what happens, I believe. So it makes sense that that happened to Julio and he experienced that. And yeah, I just think you change, bro. You are constantly changing. So obviously you evolve after you have your first one, and that experience with the first one, your perspective changes, your priorities change. Because I mean, even whenever you first have that kid, you have no idea what you're doing, right? Like, I mean, everybody can prepare as best as they can, but nobody is really like prepared. So, I mean, because you don't know how your kid is going to be, you know how they're going to come out, whatever. It's just like, the draft. You don't know what's going to happen. You got to develop. You are the GM, you are the head coach of your team. So, it depends on you also. Like it goes hand in hand. Like there's people that are going to get drafted to the wrong teams, and they're not going to get the most potential out of them. right?
Yeah.
Because
Who's one of them though?
I'll tell you who's gonna get the most potential out of him.
No. Who's not gonna get the most potential?
I think New England
New
is
England.
not gonna get the most
Zach?
potential out of Drake May.
Drake May.
I'm hopeful that Atlanta will, but Atlanta, I mean, I don't.
What was the thought process on that? They just got Kirky.
No idea. Zero idea. I have no idea what they were thinking.
And they
That
paid him
GM
for 4, huh?
Yeah,
They gave him a 4-year.
I think he's got like 150 million guaranteed or something like that. Like it's something ridiculous. So it's the kid's obviously not going to play for a very long time. So why spend a first round pick? Like you honestly probably could have got him in the second round even.
Do you think?
But I don't know because there were 6 quarterbacks that went in the first round.
Yeah, I don't think he would have lasted.
Yeah, he wouldn't have lasted.
All right, let me ask you this though. Do you think is Kirk Cousins is he goated or what?
He's goated for fantasy. Fantasy purposes, yeah, absolutely.
Fantasy purposes. I'm not saying career wise, right? Obviously, because chips wise.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't even think he has like a winning
like,
playoff record.
what do you think about him like financially?
He's like it's the equivalent to who's that one quarterback?
You think he's made $400 million?
Yeah.
About there, right?
Yeah. That's actually wild to think about.
Kirk Cousins.
Maybe close. Maybe
like 350, maybe?
Maybe like 350 total, yeah. Something like that.
Nah.
That's actually wild, bro, to think about.
He's for sure made
But you're right.
$250 million. Like $250 million. Easy.
Easily 250.
Yeah, and then with like
sponsors. It's probably like 3 or 4.
Then with like sponsors and everything, it's probably like around 300.
I don't think sponsors paying. You think sponsors paying that much? I mean, maybe.
He's a starting quarterback for whatever. I mean, he was a starting quarterback for Washington.
Right.
Starting quarterback for Minnesota. These are all pretty big cities, bro. You know, it's not like they're small cities.
Right. Oh, okay, yeah, that sounds wrong. I was gonna tell you. Yeah, so draft happens. Caleb Williams goes number 1. Jaden Daniels goes number 2.
Mm-hmm.
If Washington didn't take him, I was gonna completely switch to Houston. Not gonna care about Washington anymore, but they did the right thing. To me, I think he has more upside than Caleb Williams just because of explosive plays and kind of where the league is heading. Now, Caleb Williams is definitely the safer bet, though. So I understand that. The Bears got their guy. He's in the perfect situation. He's got DJ Moore. He's got Keenan Allen. He's got a good tight end.
Did you just get Rome?
They drafted Rome with the 9th pick. He was not supposed to be there, but he was there, and I don't blame them for taking him. So I'm not really scared for DJ Moore. I think DJ's still the alpha over there. But I mean, obviously he's gonna lose some targets, to the rookie, to Keenan Allen as well. But I mean, Keenan Allen, he's definitely on his last side. I think Keenan Allen is still.
We've been saying that for like 5 years.
Yeah, I know.
But for real,
I'm understanding that like he's surpassed expectations, like as far as longevity goes. But I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like Father Time's undefeated.
What if he just goes off and he's a top five receiver again?
I'll say this.
Would you be surprised?
No, I wouldn't.
But he's in there with DJ Moore.
That was stuff for DJ Moore. Yeah, that's why I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible because DJ Moore is there, and he himself is so explosive. So forget the draft, bro. Well, okay, we'll say one more noteworthy thing because there is one thing that.
All right, what do you think about my boys' pick?
Great pick. I was hoping he fell to us, man. We're literally, I think we're like the 202 or 203. I was hoping like one of the better tackles would slide to us, but Cowboys, man, they know. Like I think that's the best strategy, bro. Like you need a good offensive line. Like no matter what, like especially in today's game.
So do you think you should always go like first and second round? It should be a line?
Depending on like Marvin Harrison's there, take Marvin Harrison. If Brock Bowers is there, you take Brock Bowers.
Well, doesn't it seem like a lot of these teams go D-line or O-line always? Like edge
most of the
rushers?
time. I mean, because that's the best strategy, bro. You win in the trenches. Like you have to win in the trenches. If your quarterback is getting constant pressure, your offense is going to stall every drive. You're not even going to sustain drives.
Did you see that CJ and Micah had a watching party?
You said who?
CJ Stroud and Michael Parsons. They had a watching party for the draft, and they were like kind of commenting on it.
My second team, baby. My second team getting stronger.
Bro.
Houston Texans is my second team, bro. I don't care. I don't care, bro. I've said it a million times. I fucking love CJ Stroud and Houston in general. I love Tank Dell. Tank Dell was one of my guys last year.
Yeah. Saved my life.
Speaking of Dynasty. So, watching this draft unfold, and then it dawns on me. Our season is now open. The Get Rich or Die Nasty season has finally begun. It started as soon as the Chicago Bears were on the clock. And immediately, everybody started pitching in for, who's on the trade block and yada, yada, yada. And one of the people that was on the trade block was Jordan Addison. And I was like, I want Jordan Addison. So I took a look at this person's team, the Frisky Grasshoppers. Shout out to y'all. Not only do they have Jordan Addison, but they had Chris Olave. And so I was like, I really want Chris Olave. For me, because of that Rome pick that Chicago did, like I said, I'm not terrified, but obviously he's great talent and he's young. So he could potentially take away from DJ Moore. So I was like, you know what? I was already thinking about trading Devon Achane anyways because he's my piece. He was my piece to get more pieces, like easily, because everybody always going to need a running back. He's a great value in our league, because we have player contracts, and he's $12, and he's going to be $12 until 2026. And he's explosive. He's on the perfect offense for him. I can't say enough. No, I won't. And here's why. Wide receivers in dynasty leagues are king. Like, it's just that's what we've, whenever we all first started this dynasty league, it was the first time that we had ever started it. And there's one thing that has, been constant is that receivers are always so valuable because they're just more consistent in today's game. Mm-hmm. Now, running backs are kind of starting to make a pushback, and you obviously are going to need a good one. But for me, don't you
think it's just too hard to land on a?
Yeah, it's hard.
There's only like two.
They have to go to the perfect situation, and sometimes it's a committee. And if they're in a committee, obviously they're not going to be like a true workhorse. They're not going to be maybe as consistent as somebody that is a workhorse.
Who was the running back too last year?
Raheem Mostert.
Oh.
But Devon Achane struggled with injuries.
But don't you think it was like a huge drop off from 1 to 2?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like it was just, like our RB1 was going for 30 a week.
Yes, yeah. You talking about carry wise? Yeah, but my thing is, you're talking about fantasy points.
Yeah.
But my thing is with Devon Achane, obviously, he right now was his highest value. Right now was his highest value. So if I was going to capitalize on him, it was going to have to be right now.
Yeah, it had to be.
So that's the way that I looked at it. And I was tired of looking at my team, bro. Like like I said, I've talked about this. At one point, Devontae Adams, Cooper Kupp, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Like, one thing's been consistent with me and my teams, I'm always good at picking receivers. And I really wanted Chris Olave last year, but the guy wouldn't budge. And then those Raging Rhinos. And then he traded him. And he also had Jordan Addison. And he traded him as well. So I was able to get both Chris Olave and Jordan Addison. Not only that, I was also able to retain DJ Moore. So not only did I get the guy that I wanted, I also kept the guy that I wanted to keep the most. So now my receivers are DJ Moore, Chris Olave, and Jordan Addison at my 3. Like, bro, I'm set. I don't got to worry about receivers for a long time. Do you charge this thing? Because it's already dying on us.
I charged it, but I didn't think it was gonna die this quick.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. So I'm gonna go over the trade and what I offered him.
A little more. Hold on.
Just quickly, I'll go over because I know this kind of goes in.
Sorry, guys, we're working with a different setup. We're moving shit around, so it's annoying.
We're testing things. We're getting uncomfortable. We're getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's how you grow, baby. But, okay. I sent him originally. I proposed to him DJ Moore, Devon Achane, and Justin Herbert for Chris Olave, Jordan Addison, and his the second round pick that he has for this year. He obviously knew it was close. I think that he was really intrigued with both Devon Achane and Herbert because he needed Herbert, if I'm being honest, because he didn't have a good quarterback. So I spent a first round pick on Herbert last year and I regretted it, but now it's landed me what I wanted. So it ended up working out in the end. The second thing that I sent him was DJ Moore, Herbert, Devon Achane, and then a second for next year for 2025 in exchange for that same thing. I still wanted his second round pick for this year, and then I also wanted Chris Olave and Jordan Addison. And he said he's going to work up a counter offer. Herbert for $16 isn't sparking his eye with Quentin Johnston as his number one target. I stated my case for Herbert. I do believe Herbert's going to be a top 12 quarterback this year. I think there's no doubt about it. He is that talented. So he'd be fine. But I was like, okay, if he's worried about like salary cap, then you know what? I'll go ahead and send him Jordan Love instead. Because like I said, we have player contracts in our league. And in this league, Jordan Love is only $6. And so that's obviously a better deal. Herbert is 16 for comparison. And so I sent them Jordan Love, DJ Moore, Devon Achane for Chris Olave, Jordan Addison, and I still wanted that second round pick. And he ended up, when I sent him that, he simultaneously sent me an offer. And his proposal was Jordan Addison, Chris Olave, 2 third-round picks for this year in exchange for Herbert, Devon Achane, and George Pickens. He wanted Pickens, and I don't mind, I don't blame him for wanting Pickens because Pickens potentially could be the top dog over there for Pittsburgh, and he's $8, like I said, to bring up those the salary cap thing and the player contracts. George Pickens is only $8 in our league. So I could see, his reasoning.
Yeah.
But in my humble opinion, I do believe that DJ Moore is a better receiver than George Pickens. So I started shaking, bro, when he sent that. I was like, there's no way he just sent me this. There's no way he willingly accepted this and sent me this. The frisky Grasshoppers, they're getting frisky, sent the Fighting Kangaroos a slam dunk offer. I could not refuse, obviously. I got my guys. I got Chris Olave and Jordan Addison. I'm good for the next, I'd say, at least 3 to 4 years at receiver. Like, I'm solid because to go back to those player contracts, Chris Olave is only $8, and he'll remain $8 until next year. But, I mean, okay, he's going to go up $3. And, okay, that's not a big deal. I can retain that. And then, depending on what position I finish in, we get rewards. I could even take some money off of it if I need to.
Yeah.
And Jordan Addison is expensive. He's $24, but his contract doesn't expire until 2026. So I still got 2 more years of him being $24, which is completely affordable for him, in my opinion.
What do you have? $200?
I think it's 150 actually. 150, like for the cap.
That's a 6th.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. So
what is Pat Mahomes?
Pat Mahomes, he went down a little bit. I think he's like $15 now.
Who's the most expensive? Jefferson?
No, it's always running backs. I want to say McCaffrey is
what is he like?
$50-something. Yeah, he's like $50-something. Barkley was that price at 1.2. But yeah, man. So the Fighting Kangaroos.
You guys are back.
To update, we're sitting at Jordan Love, Isaiah Pacheco, which, by the way, to go to player contracts, just, so y'all get some, like, relief for, like, oh, my goodness, you gave up Devon Achane, $12. That sounds like a good contract. It is. In comparison, okay, you listen to me just say CMC is like $50, $50-something. In comparison to Devon Achane, who is $12.
Mm-hmm.
And Devon Achane, he could easily finish as the number 1 running back. Easily. Yeah. That's how explosive he is. But I have Isaiah Pacheco, who, okay.
Again, bro. Fuck. Keep going.
Who, okay, I hear you. Isaiah Pacheco isn't the sexiest pick, but he's pretty consistent, I'd say. And he's on a good offense. And he's $1. So next year his contract expires and he'll be, $4? But I'm going to be able to hold on to Pacheco until that fool retires. I could just keep him. He's nothing. And then after Pacheco, I have nothing. I have Antonio Gibson, but I mean, I'm probably going to drop him. He's in New England now. We'll see what happens there. So Jordan Love, Isaiah Pacheco, DJ Moore, Chris Olave, Jordan Addison. I have Kyle Pitts, but I'm probably going to drop him. Trey McBride, not dropping him. And that's it. I got Romeo Dobbs too. Maybe I'll hold on to Dobbs. I don't know. The other move I made, so I also traded Zach Moss. I had Zach Moss and some guy, one of the league mates, actually the league winner, the guy that just won the league. He wanted Zach Moss as a handcuff. He already has Chase Brown, and you don't know who's going to win over there. You know, like Zach Moss could win. You know, that's a very good offense, and I'd want the running back for that offense too. So I gave him Zach Moss in return for a 2025 second-round pick. So that puts me at I have a first-round pick for this year and then 2/3. And then for 2025, I have a second-round pick and then a third-round pick for that for next year. So I'm sitting pretty. I'm sitting pretty right now. Now I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just going to look at the rookies, you know, pay attention to other potential trades, but I'm chilling right now. I want to see how this draft plays out. Obviously, depending on where people go, maybe I'll be more enticed to hold on to my first round pick. We'll see. But if I need to use my first round pick to get a running back, I don't mind doing that either. And I know that it's possible that happens because I'm already in talks about acquiring a running back, a solid running back for a first-round pick. But I'm not sure yet. We'll see. You know, like I said, we'll see how the rest of the draft unfolds. But
only day one, bro.
Finding kangaroos, I come out swinging, bro. I swear, I put the whole – bro, they were not expecting that at all. I do not care. I've been pounding my fist on the table about Chris Olave for a long time. So the fact that he's on my team now, he's only $8, like – I'm going to be able to keep him forever. You know, like Chris Olave is my guy, bro. He is my guy. He's the number one over there. And, you know, I know that they only have Derek Carr, but I mean, that year that Devontae was over there, he supported Devontae. And, you know, Devontae was still a top 3, top 4 wide receiver.
Yeah.
So, Derek Carr can support. Shoot, Derek Carr has supported 2 top 24 receivers. Whenever Crabtree and Amari Cooper, they were both top 24 receivers, bro. Who's slinging? Derek Carr.
Yeah, Derek Carr can sling it.
He can
also
sling it,
throw
bro.
a lot of INTs, but
that's fine. But because he takes chances,
yeah. But I mean, that's what you need.
That's what I need. I need him to target my guy, Chris Olave. So do the boo. I got Jordan Addison. That fool better stop speeding. I need him to play. I'm excuse my language. I am excited, bro.
What do you think about the Chiefs? You think they'll 3-3?
Yeah, they got Xavier Worthy. And I told you.
Oh, yeah.
I said that. I said, dude.
It only made sense.
If Xavier Worthy falls to the Chiefs. And I don't get the gripe about, the criticism about his skill. You know, a lot of people have the other guy ranked ahead of him. What is his name? The other Texas receiver?
Yeah, I know.
I forget his name, but they have him ranked ahead of Worthy, and I don't have that. I do not have that. I don't want to reveal where I have Xavier Worthy, but I have him pretty high. Especially now going to the Chiefs.
Yeah, bro. I think he's gonna have a monster year. I'll say that.
I think I can foresee. I would not be surprised if he puts up 1,000. I wouldn't either. I would not be surprised. Now, these are people that are very high on Xavier Worthy. I'm very high on Xavier Worthy. We're not like the consensus, though, because, like I said, a lot of people aren't that high on him. They think he's a one-trick pony, and they're kind of scared about his size. He's kind of comparable to Devontae Smith a little bit.
I see him more like CD.
But as CD. Yeah, that's a better comparison because he has the speed. But I mean, even Devontae Smith, I want to say Devontae Smith ran like a 4.3 something. I think he did. I'm not too sure. I could be wrong.
4.21. So.
But yeah, nobody's faster than that fool. That fool literally.
And he's got
can't breathe.
hands too, bro. So it's like it's
Yeah.
just yeah.
He's gonna be fine in Casey. He's gonna be fine.
And he's got
You know who's gonna be even better though? Them kangaroos.
dude.
Kangaroos, baby. They're freaking kangaroos.
Yeah, I'm
Life's good, baby.
yeah.
We 56 nights crazy with it, baby. But yeah, so I'm needless to say, I'm excited.
You're back.
I'm excited. My excitement.
Yeah, because last year was like it didn't start off too good for you, and then you kind of made a run towards the end.
Yeah, like in the middle.
Like in the middle, right?
I made
And
a
then
run,
yeah.
and then it just all collapsed.
But it was like bad in the beginning. I remember it was bad at the beginning for you.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
But then you turned it around, bro. You hit some trades, started moving shit around.
Yeah. That Herbert one, you know, I coming into
Maybe
the offseason.
maybe you need to just go apply for the commies, bro.
Hey, if you're watching, I told you how to get Jaden Daniels. But in the offseason, the early offseason, I really came to regret that Herbert trade. I was like, man, because I gave up a first round pick for Herbert. I was like, man, I feel like that was too much. I gave a 25 first round pick, and he loses all of his weapons. That offense is completely being rebuilt. I do believe in his talent. Do not get me wrong.
Oh yeah.
But in a dynasty league, in a one QB dynasty league, there's so many quarterbacks, bro. Like I arguably, unless you're getting like Jalen Hurts, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, unless you're getting one of those guys, I don't think that it warrants you sending a first round pick. Like I don't think that Herbert is worth a first round pick. So I overspent on him, but he ended up being a piece that I could use to obtain Chris Olave and Jordan Addison. So it ended up working out.
It worked out.
Even though I gave up that first round pick, I still turned it into something. That's the thing, bro, is what seems like a good deal today, just wait, and it might not be a good deal anymore. You never know. You never know. We're all taking chances when it comes to fantasy and when it comes especially to dynasty. You're just
the shitty thing too is
you don't know what's
you
gonna
can
happen.
make a trade 1 week and win the trade.
Yeah, it looks like a steal. It looks like you
And
completely
then
robbed the
this
person.
motherfucker just tears his ACL the next week.
Yeah, injuries, or it just doesn't go the way that it was supposed to go. That definitely happens. It's you kind of just gotta go with your gut.
Yeah.
Get your guys. I'm always a fan of that approach because fantasy is supposed to be fun. And for me, I do take it serious. Like, bro, like I said, I was literally shaking, bro, whenever he sent that offer. I was like, bro, this is an even better offer than what I sent him. Like, I would rather lose George Pickens instead of DJ Moore. So, yeah, I was like, oh my goodness. Like, I freaking high-fived everybody. Freaking, I was going crazy. You would have thought I drafted somebody for real. Like, it was nuts. But
let's switch it over to boxing, huh?
Okay, yeah.
Thoughts on the fight last week?
So, my initial response. I had some salt in my mouth, bro, from the previous fight, that co-main event. Dude, those judges completely robbed that Irish guy. What was his name? I forget what his name was, but in the co-main event, this Irish guy clearly won. Outboxed him, points, everything. He clearly won, and they gave it to the undefeated young cat. And that's the reason why they gave it to him, because he's more marketable. He's undefeated. They want to protect that. It's all about an image, all about entertainment. Like, that's what it's about, bro. So,
don't you think they kind of did that to? They do that in the UFC too. Sometimes.
Yeah, they do. Yes, we've said that. There's no difference, bro.
Like, what was the fight that? Oh, Patty. When Patty robbed that one dude.
Yes, bro. It happens all the time.
It happens all the time.
It happens all the time, bro. They're always gonna go. They're always gonna look in their best interest, and their best interest.
Sean lost that fight to Piotr Jan.
Yeah, like who is more entertaining? Who's gonna, sell more tickets? That's who they're gonna go with every time if it comes to a decision.
Yeah.
So I had, bad taste in my mouth, and then to talk about the fight between Haney and Garcia. Haney was winning.
What a fight.
Yeah, Haney was winning too for I would say arguably.
Look, he lost the first round.
Right.
Ryan got the first round.
He did.
And then he lost 2 through 6.
Yeah. And I'd say
but
maybe even 7. I can't remember though.
I think he lost 2 through 6. And That's it. And then I think he won like round number 9.
Yeah,
But
he
the
won one of
thing-
those later rounds.
No, that was it. I think he just won 9.
That's what I said. I mean, 9 is a late round.
2 through 6.
So I said he won one of those later rounds.
But 2 through 6, how many rounds is that? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 rounds?
2. Oh yeah, we count 2.
2 through 6.
Yeah.
So he won 5 rounds, and then he won the 9th round.
Right.
He still lost because he got knocked down
he
3
goes-
rounds.
Well, yeah, those knockdowns.
Because the thing with the knockout is he won those rounds, but
those
he
should be
ain't-
like 10-8s whenever you. Get
those are
knocked
10-8s.
out.
So it's like you doubled the,
Right.
and then he got discounted a point, so then it would have been just 10-9.
Yeah, for one of them, yeah.
And so that means that Ryan won 6 rounds, so it was 6-6, but then he got knocked down.
Right.
He clearly won. But the thing that surprised me was like, man, like I didn't see it coming, bro. I think we all got
Nobody did.
bro. We all got
He
trolled.
was a heavy underdog, and yeah, he absolutely did troll. Absolutely, he did.
He was a plus 800 at one point.
Yeah,
Like when the fight was about to start, like
bro.
plus 800.
Everybody that bet on him, bro. I know people that bet on him.
That bet on him to win.
Motherfuckers, yeah, to win.
On Ryan?
Yes,
Really?
yes. He got them motherfuckers got lucky.
Bro, they got paid.
Oh, they got paid, bro.
You see, he put $2 million on himself.
Yeah,
Legend.
he's so. After doing a fight, I respect the hell out of him. You know?
Bro.
I can't even be mad, bro. But initially, I'm not gonna lie, I was very salty that he won. I just didn't like his antics and stuff like that. You know, maybe I'm just a purist.
I don't think he's
I'm
an
an old man.
Yeah, but Ali did the same thing.
Right.
Ali did the same thing to
He
Liston.
backed it up though.
I mean, he did too.
Up to that, right. Well, finally, I'm saying finally. Leading up to it, though, no, he hadn't done anything of significance that warranted him to act all fucking crazy.
I mean, he did beat Joe Campbell. Joe Campbell is a 2-time national Olympian. Not even national. He's a gold medalist. He's a gold medalist, and he beat him. So he has, and he beat. There's been a couple other fighters that he's beat that are like high caliber fighters.
Right.
He has 2 to 3 good wins in his resume,
okay,
but this one really cemented it, right?
Yeah,
Like,
Ali. Well, I mean, and that depends on who you ask because Haney himself was shaky. You know, he arguably lost to Lomachenko.
no, he did lose.
So it's like, you see what I'm saying? Like, okay, even though he did win this fight, don't get me wrong, he proved everybody wrong,
Yeah.
yada yada. Still kind of questionable. Still, I would say a cloud around his name. I wouldn't say that he's like pound for pound.
Well, I think that everybody just got so amazed by the jab
yeah,
that they're like, because it's a beautiful jab. It's a great jab that he has, and he could jab his ass off all night. But also, it's like he did beat older guys that were smaller than him.
yeah.
And
So about
now-
Haney,
Yeah,
yeah,
he beat older guys that were smaller than him,
right.
and Ryan bullied him, bro. And I loved it, bro. I love seeing that side of him.
Yeah,
And honestly, call me crazy. If
I'm
him
calling
and-
you crazy.
no, him and Tank fight at 140, no rehydration, I think it's a different fight.
Maybe, yeah.
Like, have you seen the side by side of Fight Night with Tank and then Fight Night with Devin?
Mm-mm.
It is like,
Night and day.
bro, it is ridiculous. Ryan versus Tank versus Devin.
But no, yeah. Shout out to Ryan, man. I'm I still am proud and amazed by him. I mean, that left hook, man. I know everybody's like, oh, he's only got left hook. Oh, he's only got left hook. Hey, stop it, or can you take it? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got power, bro.
So, like, you know how he was claiming about the rehydration clause? And,
Yeah.
And, like, everybody was like, yo, like, stop fucking complaining. You agreed to it, which he did. But you know what?
Yeah, he
like, the
shouldn't
more
agree to that.
the more I listen to it, it's like, it really did make bro. Look.
Yeah, he looks way thinner.
Look at his legs.
Well, what did he fight at right here?
He fought at 130. Okay, so this is where it gets crazy, right? And this is the bullshit that Mayweather. This is the Mayweather attorney.
Okay.
All right. So they agreed to 135. He made 135, right? He fought Haney at 140, but no rehydration. I mean, you can rehydrate all you want.
Right.
with Tank, he couldn't weigh more than 10 pounds after he weighed it.
Damn.
So he went in there still like hungry and dehydrated.
Wait,
to
so
fight.
he had to make 135, but
He couldn't go up more than 10 pounds.
couldn't go up to one. He couldn't
He couldn't hit 146.
I still feel like he could have been straight.
You know how much he walked into the Devin fight? He clocked in at 140. He walked in at 165.
See, well, that's the thing he's not mentioning is that he's a weight bully, and that's just how it goes.
Well, that's what he said. That's what he said. But it's like, bro, he's like, that's his size. He's a bigger guy than him.
Yeah.
But it's also like, don't agree to fight the guy and then add a fucking rehydration clause.
Yeah, that's where he fucked up. Damn. So that kind of
says
sucks as a fan because.
But you know why he
said.
But you know why he said he did it though. And this is where I'm like, oh wow, like I didn't even consider this. Is he said, I'm tired of these motherfuckers fighting and just being scared of losing the zero.
Yeah.
And he's like, I went in there and made losing
that.
the zero being cool. Not saying that it's cool to lose, but it's cool to just fucking put your balls on the line and just be like, fuck it, like I'm here to fight.
Yeah.
And if I lose, I lose. And he even said it's my fault. And now that he won and he beat Amy, I think that's good.
Yeah.
Because now these motherfuckers have losses, and now they're gonna fight with no fear. It's like fucking already lost once.
Yeah.
Like who cares?
You gotta let your hands go, man.
And I think when you're like fighting,
sport.
when you're fighting and you're free and you don't have the pressure of like wins and losses, you can actually do the best. You can actually fight your best.
Right. Oh yeah, absolutely, bro.
And I don't know, man. That shit was fucking crazy, bro. But he what the fuck? Bro, let's look at the charger, bro.
Well, I just moved kind of. I almost wonder if I fucked it up. Do I have to start?
I hope not. Is it?
Probably.
Yeah. What is this, bro? We in a raid?
Man,
honestly, guys, we're just moving shit around and we're just
this is kind of one of those episodes, man. We're in the middle. We're in the middle of
we're in a raid, bro.
And, you know.
You seen that? You seen that fucking SpongeBob fucking episode with the raid? Yeah, that's where we're at. This is so ridiculous. No, yeah. What was I saying? No, yeah. I'm super glad that fucking Ryan did it though. He did.
Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
And
he's slowly becoming the face of boxing. One of them.
What's crazy is like all it took was like 2 fights.
He's becoming one of the faces.
A win and a loss, you know.
Yep. And that just goes to show, man. There's always yin and yang. Do those lights not work?
Oh shit. What?
So do those lights not work?
They do.
Why don't you want to turn them on?
Because they're yellow. So just turn them on.
Just
yeah, it looks way worse than this shit.
I mean, why not just to see? Because you can't even fucking see. Let's see. Just to see. I'm like, we're used to yellow lights anyway. That's normally what we use.
It looked way better with the white ones though, huh?
Yeah, it looks a lot
better. Yeah, it looks way better.
Yeah.
I don't get how that shit died so quick. Yeah.
No, I don't know what we could do to fucking have this shit refocus. It'll refocus naturally. It's all good.
Yeah, but he
I hate this angle. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, it's not the best.
I mean, it's whatever. We're on a couch. You see it. We on a couch with it.
But no, yeah, I was in shock, man.
Yeah.
I was honestly like, holy fuck, like he's fucking him up. And I was like surprised that
I thought Oscar was going crazy in the back.
Oh, bro, you know he was coked out. Like he was
everybody. That was what everybody was saying.
And like what's crazy is like he's gonna drop a fucking
a diss track?
No, he already did.
Yeah.
I think he did drop like a song.
Speaking of diss tracks.
Yeah, we'll get into that.
Drake.
We'll get into that. But let me so Ryan, I don't know if you noticed, but Ryan he said post-fight, he said this was all fucking like
it was a troll.
It was a troll job. I trolled everyone.
Yeah, I thought that was crazy.
He's like, I did this to beat Vegas. Fuck Vegas. Fuck the elites. Fuck everybody. Like, you know.
Yeah. And I was master troll.
I was like, holy shit, bro. Bro, he finessed Vegas out of 10 million.
Finessed everybody, bro. He finessed you. He finessed me. He finessed me because I thought he was gonna fight.
I thought he was going crazy for real.
Well, I didn't think that. I didn't care about that, but I did. I think he was selling the fight. I said that. I was on record saying that. I was like, he's selling the fight. He's selling the fuck out of the fight. But I didn't think he was gonna win either, though. He did win, and he looked
And
way
he looked
better
great.
than he looked way better
But-
than Haney. Not only did he win, he dominated him, bro.
But you know what though? He didn't even look in shape.
Who's that? Garcia? He looked good.
No, he didn't look like he was tired. I don't know if you noticed it. He was like kind of taking some rounds off.
Well,
Like it's almost like he waited until he like finally caught him, and then he's like, all right, like now I'm gonna fucking apply some pressure.
I think his strat. You know, it's
And didn't the
funny.
ref look weird?
I don't know.
Like he was giving
Well,
Haney a little bit of extra time to recover.
Well, the Haney, I mean, the ref was that cross-eyed ref. He was able to look at both fighters at once. But
All right, dude.
I'll say that that Ryan, I think his strategy was the Muhammad. It's so funny you brought up Muhammad Ali. I think that was his strategy, you know, to wait, let the opponent tire himself out, and then towards the end start unleashing on him. Yeah, start unleashing on him, and that's what he did, and it worked to perfection. You know, man, knocked him down 3 times in the fight, was beating his ass pretty good. Like it was, yeah,
it was a good fight.
it was a good fight.
It was a good fight. I'm honestly in shock, man.
Yeah, me too.
I'm in shock. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe
Shout out to
it.
Ryan, man. Shout out to boxing.
And this all just come, man. I think he literally revived boxing, bro.
He
Like,
is.
believe it or
He's
not.
one of the people. I'd say Earl Spence and Crawford when they fought.
And he's beefing with Spence. You see that shit?
Nah, I didn't.
Dude, he's beefing with Spence. He's like, fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he moved out here to train with Spence's coach,
Right,
Derek.
right.
And
then Spence
apparently,
left him.
yeah,
Spence
so
didn't
apparently
leave him no
Spence, no, they're having a feud right now. Well, yeah, I guess he might have left him now.
I think he
Because-
did. If I'm not
Well,
mistaken.
the thing is he left him and he said, what did he say to him? He said, oh, I think he paid him what are your thoughts on this? So he didn't pay him his agreed amount of what he
Who didn't pay who what?
he didn't pay Spence didn't pay the coach what he was supposed to pay him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fucked up.
But what are your thoughts on this though? What do you think would be sufficient enough to pay your coach? Like, do you think you should have, like, if it's a mega $1 million fight like that, right? Like he did with Crawford. Like, let's say he got paid $50 million. Do you think he's warranted 10%? Because that's a lot of money,
That's a
bro,
lot of
for your
money.
coach.
Yeah, I don't know.
For a training camp, and then obviously he's been there for your whole life, but it's also like, that's a lot.
At the end of the day, like I'm the one that's still putting my life on the line. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That's I don't know.
Like
I don't,
who-
I don't
like-
know how these contracts normally work.
Typically,
I don't
it's
know.
about 10%, bro. You give about 10% of your purse.
Mm.
So what do you think would warrant, like, what do you think would be,
I think 10%. I mean,
don't you think it's excessive? Like,
10%.
10%
I don't think that's
of
excessive.
$500K is like $50K.
Yeah, right.
Like $500,000, you're paying him $50,000.
Yeah,
Seems somewhat reasonable.
that does.
But if you're getting paid $50 million, you're gonna pay him
Yeah.
$5 million.
I think that's all right.
You don't think that's excessive?
No, I don't think so, bro. But like I said, I'm not a boxer. I don't know how these contracts work.
Well, I don't know. Long story
I don't
short,
know.
I heard he made 35 for the fight,
Mm.
and I heard he only paid him $350K.
I'd have at least gave him a mil. At least a mil.
At least, yeah, at least $1 million.
If I'm getting 35,
I think that should be the max you should pay your coach for a fight.
yeah.
$1 million? $1 million, bro.
Well, say you only. Well, no, $1 million is definitely enough.
That's a
I was gonna say-
lot, bro.
I was gonna say you only fight one, because that's the other thing about these boxers. They only fight like one time a year. Sometimes not even that. So
Yeah, but they have so many other fighters.
you pay this fool $1 million for the year. I think that's respectable,
Bro.
$1 million.
Like, come on.
yeah, you
Like, it should be 10%, and then if it exceeds more than $1 million with the 10%, it should just be $1 million.
right. Yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's fair.
But $350K, it's still
That's
a lot of
unfair.
money. But yeah, it is unfair.
That wasn't right. I don't think. I think Spence was wrong in that. I think Earl was wrong in that. I don't think
Yeah.
his coach should have made more than that. If you know what they're saying is true, that
Yeah.
he made 35 and he only gave him 350. I think that
Yeah, that's like
that's
that's
kinda-
1%.
that's like a slap in the face, kind of. If I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, because you're a team with your coach in there.
yeah, absolutely, man. It's like family.
But you are putting your body on the line.
Yeah, at the end of the day, though, they're like, yeah, you're the one that's still getting in that ring, like risking your life, because I mean, people have died. Not that many, like it's such a small percentage, but still, you could. It's not zero.
Yo, you catch any heat over the abortion topic we talked about last week?
No.
I did.
Well, actually, I kind of did. I kind of did a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not. It's always, you know, I respect everybody's opinion.
Yeah.
And
Well, that's what this country's based on.
yeah, it's
You
just
can speak your
opinions,
own
man. You know, freedom of speech.
We're wrong. We're right.
Oh, man.
We're
Who is wrong? Who is right? I don't know. You know, like it depends on your perspective and how you view life, how you view things.
What are your thoughts on this? Can opinions be wrong?
It depends on the person. Like I said, on their perspective. Like if I hear something that I don't agree with, yeah, that person's wrong. You know, but
Opinions can be wrong.
But I think that they can. But at the same time, yeah, you could obviously argue like it's just an opinion, like it's not.
But also, like if it's my opinion that 2 + 2 is 5, I'm wrong.
Like objectively, like yeah, you're wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So opinions can be wrong.
Right. But I mean, I don't know. Like I said, it's a perspective thing. I've discussed it 1,000 times, bro. Whoever controls your perspective of things is who controls your life, bro. So if you ain't in control of your own perspective, if you're gathering all your ideas from what people tell you instead of how you feel about it, I mean, you tell me.
All right, let me ask you this. You are the 5 people you hang out with.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I don't know if that's true. But I can see how
you tend to pick up traits from those people.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely, man. Who you hang out with is important.
All right, let me ask you a silly question.
Okay.
But it's also serious.
All right.
So if you're trying to lose weight,
mm-hmm.
but your circle is overweight,
you gotta get some new friends, baby. You gotta get some new friends.
Imagine?
No, real talk. But at the same, okay. If you're mentally strong, it's not gonna matter.
No, I know, but it's for the joke. You know, imagine. I can't be friends with you anymore, bro. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, bro.
You're too big, bro. You can't be friends. I can't be seen with you anymore. You gotta be looking in the mirror later. No, I mean, hey, man, I'm just kidding. Hey, look, everybody go through the. But here's the thing, man. And I feel like I've said this. I'm not sure if I have. Look, man, things come to an end.
Yeah.
You know, life is about ups and downs and saying hello and saying goodbye. Like things end, and sometimes you don't finish with who you start with, man.
Yeah.
So it is what it is. But that is a funny joke, though.
Yeah.
If you're trying to, yeah.
Dude, how would you feel about hitting VR?
Hitting VR?
Like a VR.
Yeah, like using a VR, like for like a game or something.
Yeah, but like a. So they have these things. I forget what it's called. I'll look it up, bro. I'll send it to you.
Or VR chat.
No. They have like a VR, like a kind of like a warehouse where you run around with a VR headset and like a gun, and you can like kind of play games and shit.
I have heard of this. Yeah.
So there's one in Fort Worth and Dallas. They have them. They're like, it seems like it's like a big warehouse.
Right.
And you can go in there up to 6 players, so we can get a group, right?
Right.
It's kind of pricey. It's like about $50. I don't know how long the games are though, but I know for sure that one of the games you're in this fucking like mansion kind of thing, and you're like actually fucking moving like, you're like, and like you fucking reload, or you're like fucking up fucking zombies and shit.
Yeah.
You be down with it?
I guess yeah, I'd try it. Why not? I'd try it, but it kind of seems a little bit. I don't know. It's kind of funny.
It looks, bro. It actually looks cool. It actually looks cool.
It's just such a strange time to be alive, but yeah.
Like an actual virtual reality experience where, and like obviously, like I can see you.
Yeah. Wait, can you? You can't though, huh? Like
no, because we're playing in the same.
Impaired, huh?
Yeah, because our like
you can only see what's inside of your mask. Is what I'm saying.
Yes, but like, so example, like we're both in the same game. Mm-hmm. So like, if I'm like watch my back and you're like shooting behind me, like we're gonna be back to back and like fucking just shooting these zombies and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, it's like and then like obviously whoever gets the most kills after like kind of wins or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's a points thing. Yeah, I'd be down.
But it'd be like a real life Call of Duty zombies map almost.
Right, yeah.
Which is kind of cool.
That's funny, is what it is.
Yeah, they have like different ones though. I saw that they had like a Squid game, and but I think like the coolest one that did look like the coolest one was like the zombie map.
Right, yeah.
That looks fucking sick, bro.
That makes a lot of sense.
I think I'm gonna do that for my birthday.
You know what, man?
I think I'm gonna do it.
Okay, well, yeah, well, let me know. Obviously, I'll go.
Well, that's what I was asking you if you wanted to go because I think that's what I want to do for my
Whatever.
birthday.
I want to celebrate with you, bro. That's all it is.
Big 31, bro.
Yeah, man. Damn, I'm 31.
Flying by.
Why'd you say that, bro?
Like 30 was like it was like an accomplishment. It was like a
like it was a milestone.
Like
you
I'm kind
of
like
excited. You know, you weren't really scared. You were excited, but then.
But 31 is crazy.
We're moving past 30 now.
Like you're like, oh, I'm 30, but then it's like 31.
Nah.
30.
I don't care, bro. If you want my,
I don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah, my life is just starting. You know, I saw. I forget who it was.
Colonel Sanders didn't make his first milli till he was like 50 something.
Yeah, bro. I can't remember who it was. It was somebody on. I want to say it was Rogan's podcast. He said men live two lives. They live the first life, right, and then they live the second life when they realize that.
Nobody's gonna save them.
Well, no, that time is short. You know, they realize like, hey, I should honestly start putting some urgency into these things that I like and want to do, because you know, basically like living without fear, you know, and taking on those challenges of life or your likes and interests.
Yeah, some people get that earlier than others.
Yeah, and then it's just like you know, there's this stigma I feel like of getting older and you know just being fearful of it, and so you live in fear, you move in fear, and you know constantly you know worrying about the next day or the next year or 10 years later, and it's like fuck all the next that whatever. Right now is where you need to be. You know, and I feel like once you realize
but isn't it also like a healthy medium that you got to find also, because you also can't just always think of the now.
I think you should mainly think of the now, but
you should also be working towards something.
Well,
you see what I'm saying?
When you are,
because if you're
working towards something,
because when not really, because you're not, because when you're thinking in the now, you're thinking of that exact same moment, like you're thinking of that moment. You're not thinking ahead.
You're looking at the now too small.
Well, you just said
when I say that, I mean being present in whatever it is that you do.
Yeah.
So if you, for example, are working,
okay,
you have a job, yada yada.
Okay.
If you focus on being the best that you can be that day, you're naturally going to progress. You're naturally going to go up. And then something's going to click in your mind and you're going to be like, oh, okay. You're going to start to notice things. Like the more I do this, the more I get that. And then the higher I'm going. And then like you just take notice of things. It's easier for you to recognize what you like and what you don't like. And then it's easier to develop goals for yourself. When you're being the best version of yourself in that moment, instead of worrying about tomorrow or worrying about next year, be the best fucking you right now, right here, right now, bro. Nothing else matters other than right now. So it's something that's naturally going to happen. Here's the thing, man. If you sit here and you try to plan all of these things, it can lead to disappointment. And then it can also lead to, you know, you doing something that maybe a week from now, maybe a month from now, you realize, I don't really want to do that, bro. That's not really where I want to be at anymore. You know, now I like this more. Because you change day to day. And so it's like, that's what I mean. I mean, being the best you possible, being you in your truest form. You know, like that's mainly what I mean. It's not necessarily that I'm saying or suggesting that you shouldn't think about the things that you like or give yourself goals. I think that it was just happen way more natural if you focus on right now. That's my point.
I think we're on two different okay, so like I know what you're saying, but what you're saying is like be in the moment now,
Yeah.
but also
Well, I'm
you're
saying
also
things will happen naturally.
yeah, but you're also saying be the best you can be now.
Right.
But what I was saying was like kind of different because what I was saying is like because what I'm grasping from what you're saying, be present now, but do the best that you can now, and then eventually it's gonna lead to that.
Yeah, it's gonna.
That's
lead
what you're
to
saying.
You, it's gonna lead
But
to
the
you
way-
finding
yeah.
deeper things within yourself.
Yeah, but what I think that how that translates to me is be the best you can be now. Maybe don't focus so much on what the future is gonna bring, right?
Right.
But by you doing the best,
you don't know about the unknown. You don't know about tomorrow.
Yeah, but by you doing the best that you can now, it's still relating to the future because you're gonna be better in the future.
Yes.
I just fucking confused my own self.
No, but no,
you see what I'm saying?
You made my point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying,
Yeah.
but what I was saying, I was taking it way too literal in the aspect of like.
Yeah.
But see, if you enjoy everything too much now, and then now I'm fucking drunk at 7th Street.
Right.
Then I'm enjoying the too much in the moment.
I'll say, man.
See what I'm saying?
No, yeah. Well, people make mistakes, and you can reflect on things in the past or how you once were, and that's fine. I wouldn't recommend you to do that for too long, though, because it's already in the past. What I will say is that, like I said, to reiterate and go back to, life is all about perspective. If you start to compare yourself to others, if you start to listen to the opinions of others and where you should be in life, that's gonna cause you to feel negative and think negatively and live in the past or worry about the future. And it's like, no, dude, find out what you like, find out what's important to you, prioritize those things, and like I said, focused on today. Like it's a new day. What's going on? Yeah, bro. And you will everything will start to happen naturally. You'll see it. Everything will start to flow. You'll start to realize, like, okay, this is what's important to me. I should prioritize this. So that's what I mean by that. And dude, nobody's perfect. Yeah, we went to 7th Street and all that stuff like that. But hey, we lived.
No, I wasn't talking in past tense.
Oh, okay.
I was just throwing a hypothetical out there.
Oh, if you're saying if we were
like I'm just saying, like if I were to just be like, oh fuck it, like I'm gonna live in the present.
Yeah.
Always, I don't think that's also too good either.
Yeah, I mean,
because then you gotta also look at like, motherfucker, I have work tomorrow.
You do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I really, really wanted to just think about being in the moment, then I'm gonna just think about being in the moment. I'm not gonna think about tomorrow.
Yeah. This is just an idea. This is just ideology. You can, like I said, it doesn't even matter what I say, bro. It's about your perspective and what your priorities are, what your responsibilities are, the things that you like. You don't even gotta listen to me, bro. Like it's completely up to you. How you want to do it, but it made a lot of sense to me, and I learned a lot of this from Eckhart Tolle, from that spiritual leader. He's kind of, I would say, similar to like a Buddhist or a monk, and it just made sense to me. It resonated with me. I would say that it alleviated a lot of pressures and anxiety that I had. I used to struggle really bad with anxiety and not knowing and worried about so many things.
Yeah.
And even depression. It alleviated a lot of that stuff. Focusing on the now and being present.
Yeah. What's crazy though is like, it's so crazy because like, I agree with that, right? But I also see how everyone is different.
Yeah.
So it's like,
right or wrong
what could work for you might not work for me, and what works for me might not work for you.
Absolutely.
And this goes off to the listeners too. It's like, man, like that's why I think it's so important to really see who you are and really like look back on who you were in the past especially if you were getting the best results, or if you saw that this was like a better time for you, try to mimic those behaviors, or look at what it was. Like I know for myself,
What was
bro,
the
like,
formula? What was the
yeah,
formula?
like what was working for you? You know, like what were you doing on a daily basis? What like how was your living situation? What were you focused on at the time? Where were you working? You know, what were your activities at the time?
Right. Absolutely.
And man, it's really crazy because you know for a long time I struggled with like I tried to go through the gentle, loving perspective,
Mm,
and that shit just doesn't work for me, bro.
yeah.
Like I don't get like I'm the type where it's like if it's just all gentle, all loving, like you know, like positive reinforcement doesn't work with me, bro.
Right.
And I've come to realize that that's just not me. But honestly, like so my brother Sebastian, like he's all about gentle, like and like loving and like you know being
Affectionate.
yeah, like with him, it has to be constructive criticism. Like, hey, you know, and with me, it's like it has to just fucking be direct, and it's like stop fucking off, and like I mean, I think it has to do a lot with parenting, obviously, like how I grew up or whatever. But it's just what's effective for me. When I tell myself like, damn, bro, like you're doing a good job, like you're doing, I get complacent and I fuck up, and then I fall off, bro, bad. But whenever I'm like telling myself, like, no, bro, you got to do this, you have to do this, you have to do this, you're gonna do this, we got to do this, bro. If I didn't do that, we wouldn't be on episode 107.
Yeah.
Like, truthfully.
Yeah.
And I like, it's like, man, sometimes I'm like, I'm like, fuck, man, like, you know, a lot of people say like, I'm my worst critic. I am my worst critic.
Yeah, absolutely.
But man, it's like I've come to realize it's like, bro, like there has to be times where I tell myself good things. I got to take time out of my day to tell myself good things for myself. But then it's also like the majority it does have to be like, nah, motherfucker, you're gonna get this shit done. You gotta do this, you gotta do that. Like don't be a bitch, don't be a pussy, like do this shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's about
and if I don't do that, bro, I'll get comfortable and I won't do shit.
I will. So I'll
it's just
say,
who I am, you know.
Yeah, and here's my my thoughts on that. So I've done things that have changed my mindset and the way that I go about life. And one of those things is like not necessarily. I think that we live in a world where it's so easy to get dopamine. It's so easy to get pleasures constantly, all day long. And I think that does lead to laziness. I think that laziness is the killer of a lot of people. And so what I've done is I've pretty much limited those things. Like I no longer take hot showers. I take cold to warm showers. The most warm. That's the most I'll go. And then I limit the time I'm in the shower. I'm only in the shower for like 5 minutes. I'm out. Because I don't want to give my brain all the pleasures all the time, bro. Like I think that attributes to laziness. I really do. I do think that you do get.
Damn, I think you're onto something here, bro.
Yeah. I do think it attributes to laziness. And then I mean, think about it, you just sitting there on your phone. You're always getting whatever you want. You know, you're looking at all the things that you like all day long, and it's like it just attributes to laziness. In my opinion, that's what I think happens. And so I noticed that. So I started to take away those things, and then another thing, after doing that 48-hour fast, I don't know. Like I said, one thing that I didn't mention was how aware I was during it. You know, I really could see what was important, what needed a reaction, what didn't need a reaction. You know, I just felt way more.
You like preserve your energy.
Yeah, I was able to reserve my energy for things that really mattered. You know, because it's easy. We get excited easily. We get angry easily. Like it's easy to feel all of these emotions. And I did another 48-hour fast just because I felt like, you know what, I want to see, you know. And this time I didn't work out though. And I felt so good, bro. I felt super good. And I ate light that day that I finally broke it. I ate super light. And yeah, man, I just think that honestly, we have too much of anything is a bad thing. You know what I mean? So like, especially with pleasures, bro. So I think that that could be an issue for a lot of people. And it was an issue for me. It was an issue for me for a very long time. That's why I'm trying to limit those things. Limit those things, man.
You're
Because
trying to limit the rewards
yeah,
until they're like actually necessary,
right.
rather than just fucking rewarding yourself.
Right. Yeah, I'm not rewarding myself all the time.
You give me a lot to think about here.
I mean, yeah, I think that you should reflect on it. I think
I just started with cold showers like 2 days ago,
Nice.
and it's like
It
not
makes
for,
sense to you. Now,
it made sense to me, but also because I'm like, yo, I'm walking out of here more refreshed.
yeah.
Like these fucking hot showers, yeah, like it's just a comfort.
Yeah.
It's not like, you know,
I think, man,
but it
that
also wakes me up too.
yeah, I think that we are naturally, our minds naturally always want to be comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Always want to be comfortable, bro. So when you do little things like that, when you suppress some of those pleasures that it likes all the time and that it's used to, your brain starts to develop differently. I feel like it starts to no longer ask for you to do this or be that way. It's like, oh no, I don't actually need that, bro. You know,
Yeah.
hey, don't you actually have something to do right now? You know, like it I think that it just naturally occurs, and it kind of makes sense to me. And I'm glad that. So, did this naturally happen to you? Is this something you thought of, or was it something?
I had already been planning on doing it because for the longest time I've always took hot showers, and I know they're not good for you. Like hot showers are not good for you, bro.
Yeah.
But I was like, man, fuck it, bro. Like I'm just do it, and I did it, and like honestly, like. Man, it's tough at first.
Yeah, it is.
It's tough, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, it's pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie.
Challenging, any type of challenge, any type of uncomfortableness.
Yeah, but
I gotta be hard initially. Exactly, and one thing that also helped me was what I did was I realized like, hey man, I've been doing life and living my life this way for its entirety. I'm sick of it. You know, if I really want change, then I need to change. I got to do everything different. You know, I got to switch everything up, and that's what I've done. That's what I've done with the diet, with my way of being. You know, being on my phone. You know, all of these things. I've done that. Switched up.
Well, guys, it's been another great week. Thank you guys for tuning in. Episode 107. Sorry for all the fucking moving around shit, but it's been a hectic week for everyone. We'll get it figured out here. Thanks. Peace, guys.
Peace out, man.
I'm thinking